Earlier this year, construction workers ripped out old railroad tracks along Slauson Avenue and replaced them with, well, nothing yet. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the South LA Recap. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to learn more about South LA on the regular. Today we're going to talk about the rail to river. Boy, that is a tongue twister. I've done this like 15 times. The rail to river development, which is going to be a pedestrian and bike pathway that will run parallel to Slauson Avenue. Believe it or not, these rails were just ripped up earlier this year, but this project has been something thought about since the early 2010s. Now, the point of interest here is this 6.4 mile stretch of Slauson between Long Beach Avenue and Crenshaw Boulevard. There was an unused train railing that occupied the north part of the street, but it hasn't been used in years. So this seems like a perfect place to turn old railing into a new project. First proposed by Los Angeles Metro Board members Mark Ridley-Thomas and Gloria Molina in 2012, the Rail to River project has been discussed as one of several ways to transform industrial blight into usable transportation space. This is the same philosophy that has inspired the Whittier Greenway Trail or even the High Line in New York City. So this project is considered active transportation. It is something that people can use to actively or move to their next destination. So it will connect the A line, the J line, and the K line. This pathway goes east and west. So it's really easy for someone to take the A line and ride their bike down to the K line so they can get to their next destination. In 2014, the Metro Board of Directors allocated $2.8 million to begin studying and designing the project, mainly to look at unique concepts and how the bike and walking path would impact traffic and the South LA neighborhoods it would run across. That same year, KPCC reported that the project could cost as much as $35 million and take up to 10 years to complete. Currently, the project is divided into two segments. Segment A, which is the path between Long Beach Avenue and Crenshaw Boulevard, and Segment B, which would later connect the path from Long Beach Avenue to the LA River. By 2015, the Los Angeles Metro Board secured a $15 million grant to start the project, funded by the United States Department of Transportation. And in 2017, the LA Street Blogs reported that the project would be ready to break ground in the middle of 2018 and was planned to be finished in 2019, which would be around the same time the K-Line was projected to be finished. So nearly 4 years later, we're sitting with Slauson Avenue still looking pretty much the same except with the tracks gone. So what's going on? Well, it turns out that the LA Metro Board was actually ready to commence the project, but it turned out that the three proposals that it did receive were actually over budget, so they decided not to move on it. Unfortunately, though, there's very little information about what happened next and why LA Metro Board is really dragging its feet on this project. What we do know is that Segment A did start in February of 2021. And construction, which was mainly ripping up the rails, was about the most that we got so far. So that's all that I got for this episode. And if you have any thoughts about this planned pedestrian bikeway or walkway, leave it down in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think. And that's all for this episode. And I'll catch you guys around on the recap.